there was a big number of Jamaicans that came over to Canada within those times. People came with their kids, they started having kids in Canada, Canadian kids that would hear the ordinary English at school and be brought up with a Canadian accent. A lot of the kids, start to develop something we would call twang because they would hear the Jamaican influence at home.
It bothers me when people say something like our accent sounds funny, or what is it that people say? We sound corny. That really bothers me just because I don't know if people recognize the xenophobia in that. Of course, I know that some people will add in a bit of extra or will put on a little bit more. So, like in terms of like our Toronto slang specifically, sometimes people will add in some more than they would naturally be speaking. But some people naturally speak in with this twang that might be like that might be specific to Toronto or Ontario. There is maybe something that you might hear if you're from outside of Ontario, and that is something that is naturally happening to people who are growing up as first generation children or second generation children with various accents around them. And so even myself growing up, my mother was Ghanaian, she spoke Tree. She used to do hair and she had a lot of Jamaican customers. And then my babysitter was a Latin American woman who was speaking mostly Spanish. I don't even know if she spoke to us in English. And so growing up, I was hearing so many different accents and my ears had to adjust to those accents. But I could also see how growing up, people would start to mix the accents together in how they were speaking. Because again, yes, they were learning English at school, but they were coming home and hearing these accents at home or hearing these different languages at home. And I don't just mean Black or African students, I'm everybody. So whatever your race was, if English was not the primary language that you were hearing at home, it's likely that the way you were speaking English, there was going to be some syntax or grammatical errors that nobody might have corrected you on because we all understood each other. So there was no reason to correct each other.